I just bought a villa in Bali, but have I made a massive mistake? What I mean by that is I've purchased this property and I haven't even seen inside of it yet. The thing is though, I've seen the one next door. It's meant to be exactly the same and but I haven't actually seen inside this one for myself. My friend went there, did some videos, and so did the agent. And is that a risky thing? Would you purchase a property in another country and you've never actually been inside it? Well, I've been a real estate agent for 20 years and I think it's going to be okay. I'm pretty confident that everything is as it's meant to be. We've really analyzed it from a remote position. And when I say that is our friend really went around with a video on a live stream and filmed everything for us. We believe we've asked all the right questions. Plus, as I said, my wife had seen inside the one next door, which is identical. So I think we're going to be okay. But we're going to take you along for the journey because today I'm about to go and sign the contracts for the final deed. Money's been paid, everything's been done, and we're going to visit the lawyer's office, get it signed, collect the keys, and go around and see this property for the first time. If you want to find out about buying property in Bali, make sure you press subscribe and I will take you through the whole process that we just went through to buy this villa. Now, I know there's a lot of videos out there about leasehold versus freehold and things like that. We're not going to get into that. We're going to get into the nitty gritty, the actual process when you purchase a property, because it's quite different here, even in Australia, and I imagine in your country too, doesn't matter where you are in the world. When you buy property here, it's a really specific process, and I want to take you through the whole thing. We're going to go to the lawyer's office today, and we're going to show you exactly what happens when you sign the contracts. So press subscribe, and let's show you how it's done. So we booked the taxi and we're heading to the lawyer's office now. How do you feel about buying a property in another country that you've never even seen?
I don't know. I think it's exciting, but it's also definitely a learning experience dealing with different laws in different countries and also the language barrier too. But I think they're just like limiting beliefs that you've just got to overcome it if you want to follow your dreams.
We've got a really good lawyer too. He's been really helpful.
Yeah, I think he's been really good and just understanding the process.
I've got my standard Bali attire, my bum bag, and you definitely need that when you're here because if you're jumping in and out of taxis and things can fall out of your pocket, and also when you're jumping on a scooter, it's just so much easier just to have everything in front of you. This is my scooter here, that one there, that's my chariot. I love my scooter. And
Go Jacob, where we're going.
what happened to the scooter? What happened to the taxi driver?
I don't know, he just flipped it. Oh, here we go, he's ringing.
Okay. When you're ordering Gojek, it's so cheap, but there's always that little bit of, are they coming? Who is it? Every single time we order one. Hallie always does it ordering. I can't be trusted with that task. It just stresses me out. I just leave her to order all the Gojeks and all the taxis. So we're in the taxi on our way to the lawyer's office now after a little bit of renegotiation, but we got there.
Anyway, we're here now. We're on our way. We're in Canggu. We're about just under an hour from Kuta. We're going to our lawyer's office. We're going to do all of the formalities to...
So do you actually know what we're doing?
No, I have no idea what we're doing. I just know that I have to be there at 10 and I'm already late.
Okay, so just to clarify, what we're doing is we're signing... The formalities.
We're doing formalities.
So we're actually signing the deed for the property, and you do that in the witnessing in front of the actual notary. So what happens is when you first purchase your property, you don't sign like a normal contract like in Australia. You sign what's called a reservation agreement, and that just sets out the terms
to actually
My
purchasing.
ADHD already stopped listening.
Yeah, well, the people here want to actually know, and you should be listening too, because you're going through this process. So we signed our reservation agreement, which clarified our purchase price and set out some terms and conditions. Now, those terms and conditions to protect us as the buyer, and we had to undertake some due diligence, which due diligence. And your solicitor does that due diligence for you. And in that due diligence, basically what they're verifying is the parties that you're purchasing the property from, they can actually sell it to you. There's no debts outstanding.
That's the most important thing.
Yes, because you
do
don't
not want to be buying it off somebody who either like has a mortgage or doesn't own it correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are property owners.
We did it. We bought our villa. We're very excited. We have our contract here and it's done. And I've got my keys in the bag and we're going to go to Ikea next door, get some knives and forks.
What did you think about the
bits and
process?
pieces. The process was very different to what I expected. We walked into their office. It's a beautiful office. We sat down at a boardroom table. It was me and Brennan. Then there was the sellers there. There was then there
Our
was
lawyers.
our lawyers. There was a real estate agent. There was also the notary there as well.
And the notary had an assistant.
There was like 10 people in this like little boardroom and they went through the contract with you. It's very different.
They went through it line by line. He made sure that we understood every single little bit and he made sure that we were happy with it, that it was all correct, and our lawyers are there checking to make sure.
We could ask questions. It was actually a really nice process compared to in Australia.
Yeah.
It was a lot more personal approach to it.
The buyer and the seller never meets in Australia.
No.
So that was cool.
It was very good. It took like under an hour. It wasn't too long, but there was enough time to ask questions.
And the notary guy, he goes through everything because there's like layers of contracts on top of contracts because the people that we bought from had bought off somebody else and then they had bought off somebody else. So all the contracts from the original
previous sellers had all been included into our contract. So there wasn't one piece of paperwork that was missing. Everything was included. So it's very transparent.
Very transparent.
The process is very transparent, but I think the key is to get a very good lawyer who's very good at communicating, responding, and understanding the process, and has experience and has been around for a while. Our lawyer was fantastic. He then has like a team underneath him that do certain things.
Yeah.
So I just found like whenever you wanted to talk to him, he was always available. He had great English and his team were really efficient and it was very professional. Like it doesn't matter how much you were spending, they treat you like just...
We didn't spend a lot because our purchase price isn't high.
No, but our service fee that we paid them for their service was high, I suppose, than what you would compare to Australia.
Yeah.
But you do...
you get better service.
You get way better service.
Like we've been dealing with lawyers in Australia for years, so...
Just sitting down in a boardroom to be able to go through and answer other questions was really good because I've never done this before and now we have. We understand the process.
But now we get to actually see our villa.
Now we can see the villa, guys. So I have the key in here. So why don't you come to Ikea with me? We'll try and get some knives and forks and bits and pieces. Then we're going to go to a linen shop. We're going to get some linen. Then we're going to
see it for the first time.
Yeah, so let's go. I always get so lost in here. Like, let's do the Swedish meatballs and we'll eat something. Look how pretty these drinks are. I don't know whose it is. I think that's mine. Little flowers.
The flowers, I think so.
They don't give you the flowers in your cups at home from Ikea. So guys, we've got some meatballs because who doesn't love Ikea meatballs, hey? That is so yummy. And just mashed potato and gravy is so good. Let's try one of these together. And let's see if they're the same as at home. So
did you work out what things you need to buy?
Yes. So we definitely need, they are exactly the same as at home. we need to get some knives and forks. We need to get some plates. After this, though, we need to go to the mall because I forgot to pack swimmers. Don't ask me why. So, yes, let's get the stuff. We just have to figure out how to carry it. It doesn't matter. It's fine. We will, knives, forks, plates, maybe like some tea towels. We're going to an actual linen shop, some glasses. We're going to a linen shop after this. So
how are we going to carry it all?
Yeah. That's an issue. But we might buy it now and then put it aside. And then after we leave the shopping mall, we might come back here and pick it up.
Or maybe they can do delivery.
Or maybe they could do delivery. I've never been to Ikea in Bali, so this is a new experience for us. And how handy was it that our lawyer's office...
It's right next door.
It's right next door to Ikea. So not only do we get tasty meatballs, we can get a little shopping, and then we're going to meet my sister.
What work are you getting done to your villa?
What work are we getting done?
Yeah.
So the most important thing we're going to get done today, like tomorrow at 10 a.m. is a water heater. So when you buy a property in Bali, I don't know if this is the same with everybody or this is just ours, but there's no water heater. So it's just like a hot water system, but they usually will attach the water heater into the shower. So, but then we also want the water heater connected to the kitchen so then we can have hot water in the kitchen to wash dishes. So you can buy a water heater for I don't know, $200, but you've got to get it connected. So we've got a guy booked in at 10 a.m. tomorrow who's going to come here, supply the water heater, connect it all up for us. So that's the most important thing. Then secondly, we need to get hopefully him, or we've got another handyman coming to put the keypad lock on the front door. So that'll just have a code on it, but that's going to be connected to Bluetooth so we can set new codes for
when the guests...
housekeeping, the pool guy, guests that are coming. So we did bring that with us from Australia because it was easier just to buy it there and have it here so that can be installed tomorrow. So the two most important things is our lock.
And you got to get your feature wall done and a few things, like a bit of landscaping and a few things.
Stuff that's going to make it look prettier and more homely. And we really want it to feel like a home. We want it to be somewhere where someone could stay for 7 nights, 30 nights, 60 nights, and just feel like that they can have a bit of a digital nomad lifestyle. They can work from home. And so we want it to feel cozy. And there is another villa in there that has a fence that they've done a nice rock feature wall against the fence. We also want to put a handrail in to the stairs because it's a little bit sketchy on the stairs. So we don't want anyone falling down. We also want to add some cupboards in because there is not really much in the way of cupboards for clothes. So we're going to do that upstairs. We've got some ideas of what we want to do there. And we also want to change over the dining table as well. So I'll show you that a little bit later in another video of what we have planned. So just small cosmetic things, but for tomorrow, water heater and lock.
And linen.
And shopping today for linen. We need to get some towels. I don't know about anyone else, but like when you buy fresh towels, do you feel like you need to wash them first before you use them, or can you just use them?
I don't want to wash them first. I feel like that I need to use them fresh from the shop, so then it feels like they're new, because as soon as they're being washed, they're not new anymore.
See, I'm the opposite. I love when it's all being freshly washed and it just smells like, I don't know, just clean and soft and not just like it's plastic out of a factory. I know. Tell me what you think. Is everyone else like that?
So we've just arrived to our street, and there it is behind me. That's the street down to our villa. And just so you can have a look at, that's our neighborhood, and it's just down here. So the street is still under construction. There's some new villas, and let's take you on a bit of a tour and show you our new property. We haven't met that guy yet. He's like the main landholder. Banja.
villas here, once they finish, they can put all this road in.
Oh, that makes sense.
So when you come, so then when you come in at night, once all this render's done, it's just gonna be like palms and nice lights.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the same construction as ours.
Yeah, but
And
do
see
they
the
all
pool?
look the same?
See the pool in the back?
Yeah, will they all look the same?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like your ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bricks walking over here is very red. Because look at their big house.
Oh, yeah. I know I did that too.
And then there's like a dead end down here, there's a river.
Where are my dogs?
Is it down here?
Down here, yep.
We have the keys to our new studio here in Canggu. Come with us and we're going to show you inside. It's still under construction, so these it's a little bit of a struggle at the moment. So, we have Villa 6, but we're going to be called Moon Studio. So we're going to put a sign here. So there's 7 villas in total, and this is our villa.
Oh, they put grass around.
Take my shoes off.
Well, there you go. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
So this is our kitchen. Little gas cooktop, plenty of cupboards. Little couch over here, our dining table, which we're actually going to get rid of this dining table and put a different table in here. So, from our backyard up.
You haven't pushed the grass down.
We have some fake grass cut down. So this is our pool, and this is obviously it came furnished, so we got the outdoor furniture. So some of the furniture you see we will keep and some we will swap out. We need to clean the pool, so that's going to be a job to do. We have a jungle at the back and there's a river. And the interesting thing is with people in Bali, when they're building your villa, more often than not, they will bring the entire tribe down and they'll live on location while they're building. So over at the other side of our fence, we have a whole village living there, and then they come and work on the construction site. So once this is finished being built, they'll pack up and move on to the next job. I wonder if this cupboard open, because it didn't open when she was trying to.
Oh, they fixed it. Oh, there is a fridge there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We have the fridge, oven space. Came with this couch, which It's fine for now, but I think later down the track we're going to change that to a flip out sofa. So if someone has like a teenager or something like that come and stay, they can sleep down here. It's very compact, it's very small, but it has everything we need. It's in lounge room, kitchen, swimming pool, privacy. We want to put a handrail on the stairs here.
And this is one thing that really annoyed me, is they've given us a gas cooker, but there's no gas here. There's no gas piping, so we have to swap this out.
I think you do a gas barbecue bottle underneath.
I'm not putting a gas barbecue, that's dangerous. So I'm swapping this out for an electric one, but it does have a safety switch. So that's one thing I'm happy about. We've got safety.
We have safety. So obviously we have no power.
Heaps of cupboards.
Oh, we have some power.
Oh, how cute.
So when we
I like it. I like it. I love it.
Super adorable, guys.
It's like perfect. And what we're going to do is, we don't want to have a little dining, we're going to get rid of these chairs and this table.
Yeah, we're not
and
having
we're going to have
that.
like a little bench coming out of here and come over like that. We're just going to
Like
have
a waterfall edge.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
2 stools underneath.
Yeah.
Let's head upstairs. Take this.
so on the
I'm going to get a handrail made for here.
yeah,
That feels like super sketch.
yeah. See how that's like that? It's like large kitchen. It's just, yeah, if you could do one, you'd put that one over here and this one over here. I remove the whole. No, put that chair in here.
We have aircon. We have a bed.
That chair there. Yeah, we can.
Our view.
Yeah, you can push it out and back out. This needs to push the couch back.
This is the bathroom.
I will look at the last screen on it. And we were thinking about putting a ceiling thing on it, but I don't know if we'll be low. Alright, the photos.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so compact.
Seen it.
So,
You missed it.
what do you think of this area, man? This neighborhood?
It's very beautiful. So many local things.
Is there?
Yeah.
And so you think it's a good neighborhood to live in?
Yeah.
Yeah? Matt, and what do you girls think of the villa?
I love it. Love it. The
It's
location
perfect.
is great. You can get little sweeping brooms and gas and bottles of water.
Do you think it's like a good buy, a mistake, a bad buy?
It's a perfect buy.
Yeah?
Yep, and I think it's just going to suit every needs
I think so too.
for my visits to Bali.
Yeah, for when you visit? Yeah. So make sure you hit subscribe so we can keep you updated with everything we're going to do to Airbnb and rent out this property. In case you want to build an investment or create an investment here in Bali, you're going to have all the information that you need.